Today we're going to talk about volume. So what does volume mean? This is where a lot of people use the word space when they're talking about area, but this is where you can use the word space. It's the number of cubes needed to fill up the space. So area is a flat surface, and this has 3 dimensions in it. So the volume of a prism is capital BH, but capital B means the area of the base. So if you have a triangular prism, you're going to substitute in for B 1/2 base times height. If you have a rectangular prism, that's where you're going to substitute length times width. So most of you might know the formula, length times width times height. That is for a rectangular prism, but other prisms you can just put a capital B in there. Volume of cylinder is really capital BH, but what is capital B? The area of the base is a circle, so it's pi r squared. Volume of a pyramid is 1/3 capital BH, and again capital B is the area of the base, and volume of a cone is 1/3 pi r squared. So this is 1/3 the volume of a prism, and this is 1/3 the volume of a cylinder. So those will kind of help you think about that. And how do you find a third of something? Well, the easiest way when you're using a calculator is just to divide by 3. So let's start with a rectangular prism, and let's put some dimensions on here. Let's say it is 4 meters by 8 meters by 7 meters. So again, the formula is capital B times H, and if you just want to remember length times width, you can't times height, you can. The area of the base would be a rectangle, it's 8 by 7, so 8 times 7 times 4. And that would be 224, but now we are doing volume, so remember what volume was, how many cubes it takes to fill it, so it is to the third. And again, really, why is that? Because you're taking meters times meters times meters, which is meters to the third. So volume of a box, pretty easy, length times width times height. Okay, here we have a cylinder. So our formula for volume of a cylinder was pi r squared h. So again, we're just going to put numbers in. Let's use 4 meters and 8 meters. I had trouble drawing that radius in there, it looks like. I had trouble last time. So it would be 3.14. The radius is 4. Remember, if you're given the diameter, you have to find the radius first. 4 squared is 16 times the height, which would be 8. So we end up with 401.92. And again, label it to the third because we're doing volume. So 401.92 meters to the third. Okay, what shape is this? Well, this is a triangular prism. So remember, the formula is capital BH, where capital B means the area of the base, and the base is the triangle part. So let's say this is 4 meters, and let's say this is 8 meters there. Let's say this is 10 meters. So the base is going to be 1/2. The base of the triangular face is 4, and the height is 8. That all represents capital B, and now we need to take it times the height of the prism, which is 10. So again, in here you can say 1/2 of 4 is 2, 2 times 8 is 16, so 16 times 10 would be 160 meters to the third. So remember, capital B means the area of the base, and then in that you have a height, and then you have the height of the whole thing, so you got to kind of think. So it doesn't have to be, sitting on its base. So that's kind of important to understand that. Okay, here we have a pyramid. So the formula for pyramid was 1/3 capital BH. So let's put some dimensions on this. Let's say it is 5 meters, 5 meters, and this time the height is from the center right down to the middle, so it's kind of hard to see down there, but that's what it would be. And let's say that is 7 meters. So 1/3 capital B would be 5 times 5, the area of the base is just a square, times the height. So again, you can use your calculator, multiply 5, 5, and 7, and then divide by 3. You're going to get 58.3, and again, label it cubic units, or to the third power. And last, we have volume of a cone. The formula for volume of a cone is 1/3 pi r squared h. So let's say here that the radius, kind of hard to see that I guess on my red, so the radius equals 6 meters. And again, the cone, the height is going to be down through the middle instead of the slant height. Let's say that that is 6 meters also. Not very good in my drawing, but so 1/3 pi is 3.14. The radius here is 6, so we need to square 6 and get 36, and then times the height. So again, do all the math, divide by 3, you're going to get 226.08, and again, label it meters to the third, cubic meters.